Hey everybody, so just a quick little intro into this video. I promise it'll be short. One, this is being released to paid members only first, and then I will release it to the public later. So if you see the date is older than the day you're seeing it, that is why. And in regards to Penny Palooza this year, we're not sure, are they all going to penny within a 3-day period like they did last year? Purple Dot, is it going to penny first like it did last year? We're not 100% sure. What we are sure of is they are all going to penny very close together. And again, we have a huge variety of categories that are going. So they kind of just smush them all together now. It's pretty hard to keep what falls into what category when they're all discounting, similar times. However, if you follow these sales throughout, the year, when it's buy one, get one, or there's a special sale on Green Dot or a special sale on Lawn and Garden, you pay attention to what is actually attaching to that sale, then that's going to tell you, oh wait, this item is going to fall under this or that. It doesn't stay like that 100%, but that gives you a pretty good idea. So I decided to do things a little bit differently this year because of the obnoxious amount of visuals that get thrown out there. And a lot of visuals that, it's like, man, it's just a lot of those are little things. I want to know about the bigger things, or I want to know about the more unique things for our veteran shoppers. Like, we've gotten 722 of the fake lawn and garden plants how many years in a row. Like, those aren't a big deal to us anymore. They aren't a surprise to us anymore. We want to see the good stuff. So I tried to focus on new things this year, more hidden things, actually hidden ones that aren't marked, and yeah, the good stuff, I guess. So in this video, in addition to showing you some of the hidden items or the new items, I also decided just to peruse through a handful of stores once items went 70% off and 90% off, to give you an idea of the number of things still left on the shelf so that you can spot them. Because I know when we get to this point, a lot of times we think we don't have any left in our store. And I get it. And I think that way a lot of times too, until I'm actually looking for it. And then I'm like, oh wow, there's one, there's one, there's one. So I took a lot of pictures of different things, and we're going to be able to see when it's just thrown on the shelf all willy-nilly, if it's on the top shelf, if it's mixed in with other stuff. And I hope that'll help you guys find more pennies. Okay, I think that's about it. As always, let me know if you have any questions. Have a good one. All right, let's talk apparel. So, as far as I know, we only have the Green Star Black Paper Party apparel, and then our Mother's Day and Valentine's Day. And those are all included in this, which is great because normally it'll take a couple years for these to penny. These are 2025s, and they are pennying. So think pinks, purples, more summery type colors, ribbons, butterflies, pink cheetahs, and those are going to be the ones that you're looking for. And then, of course, 4th of July, those are going to stand out. They're also going to be in that wrapped cardboard packaging. For sure, check anything wrapped cardboard packaging, with the exception of our new blue dot and gray dot that's our fall winter. But in addition to that, there are some black dot generic women's and men's shirts that have been out there for a couple years. They do not fall into this. So just make sure, as always, that you are scanning. Going along with our apparel, don't forget about your Mother's Day stuff. Mother's Day slippers, Mother's Day socks that have just been hanging out there and easily mixed in. And then just a couple visuals and UPCs to get added to your list on the Valentine's Day. On to Pink Square. Now, I'm not going to show you a ton of these because obviously swim stuff usually stands out. But our wagons, they get mixed in a lot, like along with our sand buckets. Then the hopper balls, absolutely. We find a lot of those after they penny. And this one as well, it gets mixed in with the toys. The baseball bat sets, we usually have a couple that follow that aren't marked, but not this year, unfortunately. Then we have the throw games. They really do get mixed in with the toys, even with the pink square on them. So be looking. I love the new football thing. It also is mixed in with the toys, along with our Mickey and Minnie. And our noodles get forgotten. I know it sounds crazy. Our sand and water table, it definitely gets forgotten in the toy section as well. This new giant tic-tac-toe, I love it. Some people think it's Lawn and Garden, but Lawn and Garden has never came out with toys. So it did come out with Pink Square, the new Candyland water game, and these. So also you'll notice they're marked with that yellow tag. So those are also following Pink Square as far as I know. And back to school, something else I am excited about. So obviously these just came out this year. I'm surprised they're already falling in. Then we've got the Crayola display. You always want to pay attention to new displays that come out. And there's also the typical back to school little signage. They have white dots. I'm not sure why. Duct tape also will fall in with back to school. It has a number of times in the past. And then some hidden purple dot. I'm really glad these types of things are falling in again and they're not marked. This is pretty typical with purple dot. So you want to pay really close attention to the color combination here. You've got the light blue and then you've got the dark blue line. So whether we're talking about the mop buckets, the broom, the mop, or the toilet brushes, they all have that same color combination. That's what you're looking for. Of course, always scan. But then I'm really excited about this one. It's a little bit trickier. There are 3 versions out there. Okay, 3 versions. Only one is following. So make sure you scan them all. And then we have a totally random one following green dot. I believe it could be following purple dot, but make sure you look for this table runner. I have no clue why it's following. The only thing I can come up with is there was a green dot tablecloth, because I have it, and it was white with black stripes, because we always talked about how it wasn't very summery. This is very similar, so maybe it's just been recycled. Another oddity that I cannot explain is this yellow dot. I don't know. Shout out to Heather for finding this. It's a national champions. I don't know if it's only Michigan, but make sure you're checking all of your school clothing and collegiate, because there may be more out there. Now we're just going to go through some I Spy that I found in the stores. So obviously there's a green dot or lawn and garden pillow hiding there. There's a green dot picture up top there. And then there's our tic-tac-toe hidden in the toy section, of course. Then we have another pink square, our stepping stone, in with the toys. Then some green dot isn't even unpacked. So make sure you're checking. We've got more green dot rugs. I found them laying around a number of places. There's our green dot kitchen, like foamy mat. Then green dot candles. Candles in general, make sure you're looking everywhere, because there's a number of those hanging out there. They get mixed in easily. There was also a green clover back there. There's some dolly glasses sitting all nice on the shelf waiting for me. Green dot towels. Green dot cups. I mean, pay attention, because even though green dot's ticking me off this year, there's still a lot that is following. Then we've got more of our green clover, more of our green dot. That was above the bathroom section. More green dot. This one we have some of our green clover. We have some of our purple dot and some of our purple clover. There's our football game up top above the toys. Our sand buckets, like I said, these get mixed in a lot. Don't forget to look. Crayons, I found them laying all over the place, all willy-nilly. Green dot baskets mixed in the tote section. Then we've got, there's a variety here. I was surprised what they still had left at this store. There's our wagons and our badminton sets up top above the toys. Of course, yellow dot accessories. Look everywhere. They could be all over the place. Okay, let me know what you think about this type of video. I wanted to do something different. I do have more in-store pics I want to share and visuals, but I just don't want to share 5,000 visuals.